You guys, I'm so excited to be filming this video today. I cannot believe I am making this announcement. I can't believe we're talking about this already, but Darian and I are starting a gym. We are so excited about this, and it's kind of crazy the whole way and the whole process that this has happened. I wanted to just talk about that because it's so just interesting. Like, this is a life update. It's just what's going on. This is where I've been. I feel like I've been so MIA with everything. I've been so out of my routine. I've like talked about that. I did a podcast about that. Like, building this gym has taken all of my time. Like, this is a huge investment financially as well as with my time. And we have been so like truly blessed every single step of the way. I was so intimidated to even start this and do this, and I was like, there's just like no way. Like, how do you even find a location? How do you even find a spot? Like, how does all of this work? And little by little, like truly baby steps and just taking action has brought us to where we are now, and we're almost complete with it. We have all of our equipment. We just need to finish setting it up. And I haven't wanted to speak on it yet because truly, I've been a little bit anxious about this. I have been anxious, you guys. Like, this has been insane, like all my free time, and it's a little bit far from where we live. So anytime we drive out to this gym, like there and back, it takes up so much of our time. So I'll have to like go, be there for a delivery, sign, like do a whole thing. I'll do a couple of things and then come back. And then like, we've just been spending so much time there, but we've been so fortunate and blessed. Like, so many friends have helped out with the flooring, with everything. We just have been so lucky. So I just wanted to give a breakdown of this and also just make the announcement, like, we have a gym coming. Now, I'm not 100% sure what this gym is going to be, okay? I know it's going to take a while, so it's going to be like personal use for the first little bit. It's not going to be like a fully run commercial gym, like massively open to the public. Really just wanted a spot where I know I can work, I know I can film, I can do stuff for the app, because I just feel like I've been so stuck, and there's been such a roadblock where I've literally been hitting PRs in the gym and I can't film them because I can't film in my gym. Darian and I have been thinking and wanting to do a gym for so long. We've just wanted to wait till we were in a more permanent place because we're leaving in a year, but we were like, let's just do it anyways. Like, a year is still a long time. I have like the army brat syndrome where I'm like always ready to move and go because I've moved every single year. So I'm like, oh no, we got a year left, like, that's not enough time. But I'm like, no, like a year is still a long time. That's still a long time that we can put all of this to use. And if we move, like, we can bring all of it with us. So that's what we've decided. We've been on this for so long. So I was like, you know, let's just do this step. That way I can still do my job. I can still get a workout. I would love to host events. I'd love to have people come to it. I'd love to like do something so fun and cool with the gym. Like, we just love the gym. We love the vibes. We found the perfect location. So this has just, everything has just gone in line, and been so fortunate to have like so much help with friends and everything. So we'll talk about this and we'll dive in. I cannot wait to provide you guys finally with the content that I have been dying to do. I feel so held back. I want to do so many walkthrough, mic'd up videos, gym tips. I want to film new content for my app. There are so many things that I want to do that I felt so held back with because my job has depended on whether my gym is okay with me filming that day or not. And for me, like, that's just such a tricky point because I have so many ideas. There's so many things I want to do, even for YouTube. Like, I can't record audio in the gym because the speakers and then all my videos will be copyrighted. So it's like so complicated. There's so many things behind this where I've been wanting to do this for so long. And even how cool would it be if I had other like influencers and friends come out? We've recorded videos in my gym. We recorded podcasts. Like, it's just going to actually be really nice. But the thing that we're most excited about, okay, Darian and I are so excited to have our own gym and to work out and like just pump and blast so much music. We like have this giant speaker. It's amazing. Okay, I'm having Darian bump the music.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky.
And the vibes are just immaculate, but we are so excited to have events. I want to be a part of the community and to give back, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I think that there's going to be some amazing things to do, amazing content to be shot, of course. Like, I love the gym, I love the aesthetic, I love the vibe, and like to have something that I can make for myself is very exciting. So I feel very fortunate to be able to be in a position to do this, even though this is a gigantic financial investment. Like, I'm like, what are we doing right now? But I think it's gonna, who knows? Like, who knows what's gonna come? who knows what opportunities are gonna come. We just felt like this was the right step, and we've been toying with the idea of doing a gym for so long. We're like, this is a way that we can do it on a smaller scale before we go huge and commercial to see if we like this. Are we into this? Is it something that we could see ourselves doing like in the future on a big scale, like making a huge commercial gym? So this is kind of like that middle point. It'll be great for the next year to use. And yeah, I just, again, can't believe we're doing this. So I wanted to answer some questions. So the first thing we had to do was find a location. So Wednesday I go to the gym and they put up those signs in my gym that's like, do not record anybody without their permission. Like your membership could be revoked. It's against like their privacy. You know, like we want to keep people's privacy. Literally, I get that so much. Not only I don't want other people in my videos, first of all, but I don't want to be in anybody else's videos. I know they don't want to be in my videos. Like I get it, respect it, 100%. Like I want to be so clear and honest about that. So I was like, shoot, that happened. I kind of had a little bit of, that was a really hard day. And I think that was the first day that I was like fueled and I hit 195 that day because I was not angry, just like a little frustrated and stressed. So I was like, you know what, that's fine. Like I'm not gonna film, things are gonna be fine. Turned out my music and I was so focused and zoomed in, and honestly, like I feel like that might even be why I was able to hit so many PRs, is because I didn't have to worry about angles. And I get so stressed having my like even phone propped up against a water bottle filming myself. Like I get in my head about that. So it was so nice to just work out, and I feel like that's why I've been able to hit so many PRs and hit 200 on squat, which by the way, I did. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, or anywhere, but literally hit 200 on squat. That was massive for me. So that was awesome, but I haven't documented any of that. I did not get to document any of that PR or any of my new bench PR, and I'm like, that's like a little frustrating to me because I love this and I want to share everything with you. And like part of me is like, people probably think I'm a fake. I don't have it on video. People are literally thinking I'm making this up. So I'm like, we are gonna just get back up there. We gotta get video proof, video evidence. And plus like, I want that for myself. Like I want the video proof. So that's fun. Anyway, so that happened on Wednesday. Literally I called Darian, he's in clinicals. I shoot him a text and I'm like, literally we have to start our gym. Like we're moving up the deadline. Like we have to do this now. I can no longer film in the gym. And Darian is literally a king. I cannot wait. We're gonna do an episode together on the podcast and talk about this so you can hear his side of the things. But he is literally a saint. He is my age, or like he is a king. I literally love this man so much. We are the perfect team. I'm obsessed with him. I'm obsessed with him and I can brag about him because he's not here. I tell him this on Wednesday. He gets off his shift at like 4:30 p.m. By the time he's home, he has called multiple places. He's found out how to look for commercial real estate to rent. I don't even know where to start. Like, I didn't even know that's what to Google. Like, what do you type into Google? I want to start a gym, question mark? Like, how do you even do that? Darian knew. He had called places. He had us an appointment that night at 6:30 p.m. And he found us out at 4:30. Like, Darian is a magic worker. He is literally networking king. We had the appointment. The landlord, this is the first place we saw, right? The landlord was so nice and cool. He talked to us like about everything. He loved our vision. He loved our idea. And he actually, the space that he's renting to us, he was gonna use for his own like medical office. And he was like, no, I love your guys' plan so much. I can see that you guys are so passionate about this. You can have the space. And I was like, what? I was like, let's just make sure, let's try to call a couple different places and see. And nobody was near as nice. The spaces were not as clean. The spaces were not as cute. Like, we found such an up and coming area. It is such a nice development. I feel so safe because if I ever have to go alone, like I know I'm gonna be safe. And the landlord is literally so sweet and kind. I know I liked him because that night he said, I talked to my wife. He texted Darian this. He's like, I talked to my wife and we are really excited. Like, we hope you go with this space. Like, the fact that the landlord talks to his own wife, I'm like, they're such a team. Like, it just reminded me of Darian and I feel like it's a big deal when you're going into business. Like, you've got to have the right partnerships. So this was just a no-brainer. Had my lawyer look at the contract, had attorneys get involved. Like, that took a while to get all signed. Like, I have such imposter syndrome. I'm like, get a lawyer. Okay, cool. So I had to do all that. Then there's like all of this other legal fees and like papers and stuff. I had to get all this like type of insurance and things. And they're asking me so many questions and I'm like, what is that? Writing it all down, trying to fill out like all these waivers and having all these documents and procedures in place, which was such a headache. And it's just something that is so out of my comfort zone. But I'm so grateful to be stretched and to be pushed in these new ways where it's like, that is just nothing I would have ever thought about, and you just kind of figure it out along the way. And like Darian again is so supportive and just like cheering me on this whole time, like, no, it's okay, like one step at a time. He has no problem calling people, he has no problem like making connections and networks and just figuring things out, or calling just people and saying like, hey, how do you do this? So he's been such an awesome help and just helping me feel a lot less stressed about this situation, because I'm like, this is a huge financial undertaking, this is a huge project undertaking, like how are we going to do all this? He's literally still in grad school, okay? He's MIA 3-4 days of the week. He's not home at all. So it's like it worked. And like literally got all of the legal things fine, how to do change of occupancy, going down to the city hall, like talking to them. We're getting the building inspected, making sure HVAC, plumbing, electrical, everything is up to date. Like so many steps that I would never have considered when it comes to opening a gym. So literally been dealing with all of that, and then finding equipment, flooring, painters, contractors, so many things. And like one morning Darian had off and we were like, okay, well we need to figure out how to do flooring, because I feel like flooring needs to be the first thing we do, so if any equipment comes in, like it can be just put on the floor. Because I'm like, who knows how long it takes for equipment to get shipped, like we need to order that. And then next up is like having the flooring done and then also getting it painted. We were really lucky. We ended up going to one of the gyms locally, and we were like looking at the floor and being like, okay, what type of flooring is this? The roll mat? Is this like the puzzle piece mat? Like what's going on? How can we do this? And when we went to that gym, like we figured out what flooring it was. So we were like, okay, let's go in this direction, which was really helpful. Thank you, gym, for giving us ideas. And because like literally I just have no idea, right? These are things I don't think about. I just show up to the gym and then I leave. So now we're like looking at brands, looking at the flooring. They happened to be doing their basketball court at the gym we went to. And we were like, oh my gosh, they're doing flooring. Like maybe we can see like if they know anything about flooring, because the entryway of our gym, we're doing that into new hardwood. So we're like, oh, they're doing new hardwood for the basketball courts. Like let's talk to them, or like just see what shirt their brand is, or like what company they're with. That way we can call the company and like see if they have any information, or if they could get us a quote, or just look at the space. And it was like perfect that the day we went to look at the flooring was the day that they were working on the flooring at this basketball court, that we could see their shirts, like we were spying. It was so funny. Called that company immediately, they were free. But we walked in and we were just asking so many questions, and he was so nice and generous with his time. Like clearly we had no idea what to do. And they do like professional basketball courts, like they do all of the basketball courts for MSU. They are a big deal. And so we were like, oh, you know, we're not like doing a basketball court. We were just trying to do a little entryway hardwood. And he literally walked us through. He took his time. He took us through his entire warehouse. He's like, I have these gym tiles for your floor. Like these are going to be the best things. I have them in stock. I can literally sell them to you now. I have turf in stock. I'll literally give you this roll. I'll just throw it in. Like he was so nice and generous, like gave us this huge roll of turf for an amazing price that we could never get online. Then he like walked us through how to do it, how to cut them, what tools we would need, what tools we need for the turf. He talked us through how to measure and make sure we have the right amount of sizes. And he went and showed us, he's like, yeah, we're not gonna like install hardwood, but the idea that you should do is go to Home Depot and get the laminate like click-in flooring, like that'll be perfect for your entryway. And like talked us through that, how to cut them, how to measure them, how to lay them. Literally took so much of his time. We ended up getting all of the gym flooring from him though, which was so nice and convenient. So we were able to pick that up, and also the turf. We ended up getting that from him. And luckily last weekend, our friends are literally angels. They were like, yeah, we'll come help. And I was like, oh my gosh, they're so nice. So we finished the flooring and it looks so good. Straight out of the OR. Yeah. Vinny's got his blue one. Nice job. What's up, you guys? Okay, honestly, I'm looking a little bit rusty because I came from the gym and then we had Vinny's soccer game, but now we're at my gym. My freaking gym. I'm so excited to be here. I'm actually starting to lay the flooring today. So the painters have wrapped up and now I'm going to freaking do the floors, and I thought I'd bring you along with part of this process. After the flooring's in, then it's just all the equipment, which a lot has been delivered already, which is insane. Rogue delivered literally next day and in 2 days. That's insane. I thought it would take forever to get equipment, but it was really quick, which is so cool. So now we're just gonna go get all grimy and lay the gym floor, and I'll kind of like give you a little tour. There's not much to look at yet, so you got to use your imagination, but it's cool to see the whole process like start to finish. This is like my first solo big project and investment, and I feel like insane doing this. It was so scary and new, but I'm so grateful I'm doing this, and I cannot wait for it to be completed and finished. Okay, so one of the first things that I need to do is get the turf. I don't know if you could see it. It's this roll back here. Oh, so I need to see, hopefully I can move that by myself. I am gonna measure it and then cut the portion that I need because it's gonna go in this like long portion of the gym, and then it opens up to like this big room over here. I just wanted to vacuum up all the freaking nasty stuff on this floor, and then we're gonna cut and trim, and I'm hoping I could lift this by myself. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm a girl who lifts, so let's see. Also, I have my big boombox playing music, so I love that so much. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, okay, I can definitely move this by myself, so that's good. Okay, I'm gonna unroll this and measure it. Look at my tape measure. Okay, because I think, yeah. Measure twice, cut once. I wasn't sure if I liked the green because like it's so black, but I think the green's actually gonna look so good in here. Okay, I'm gonna FaceTime Darian and see what he has to say. Yay, okay.
How wide is it?
I think it's 13 by 12, is that what he said? Oh, this is much easier. 12 feet, 13 feet, 1 inches the other way. Okay, we've decided we are gonna cut 2 feet off one side, and I can add it to the turf if I want, like to the end, make it a little longer. But yeah, we're still gonna shove it in that initial corner. Wish me luck. Look at this freaking pencil. Darian had to whittle it, and then I have this cutter. So I'm gonna play my music now because this is a big gym and I'm getting lonely. Cue 90s montage. This is insane. So we got the turf almost done. I forgot carpet tape, and then my friend showed up and helped me with this. So we've got a big chunk. The hard part is that we have to cut these edges off and make them flush so that they go flush against the wall. So that's what took the longest part, but it's coming along. Day by day, little by little. Vinny's hard at work, hammering away. Busy at work. We've got Mike and Amy helping out to the rescue. The edges are the worst part. It's coming along. And Darian with the saw in the corner.
We have to cut these little tabs off.
Yeah, all of these. There's Mike, Darian and Amy. It's us! Nice job. So we still need to put in the flooring, all of the equipment's in. It looks so much better already. Darian's finishing up. Got the pieces, laying the turf down. And Darian is finishing up the last specialty piece over here.
We got a couple more here, but it's getting there.
It is getting there. We're waiting to do this because we're gonna take the sink out. So we're waiting to just do this area. That's the last bucket, and then we just need to paint. We're just painting the floor black over here. Everything's everything's worked out. It's painted. We got the flooring. We laid it down with our friends, and like we have to measure out the sides and all these intricate things. Vinny comes by. He has like his other kid friends who come and play with him, or we just like set up a blow up mattress and we have like a movie for him. We have so many toys and activities. Like I brought his car, his golf, soccer. Like we just play and make so many memories. And honestly, it's so cool to have a project that we can work on as a family. Like I hope Vinny even remembers this. If not, like Darian and I will. But this has just been such a cool experience already. Now we just have to build the equipment and build out the rest of the laminate flooring for the entryway. It's just insane, you guys. Like genuinely, my life has just revolved around this for so long. And I can't help but I've been feeling a little bit like a failure because I haven't been able to show up on my platforms or channels as much. And I'm like, why don't I just like literally talk about this, because this is what my life is consuming of right now, and it's such a fun project. I want to bring you along for all of this. So I just wanted to wait until my stress was down a little bit, because oh my gosh, it's been so good. I'm so grateful for all of the help. I cannot wait to get it fully done and just like update you guys. But I'll just share everything that we have so far, and we'll just keep you along for the ride for what's to come. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update behind the scenes. I'm gonna have Darian on the podcast episode so we can chat even more about this. That's really it. I just wanted to chat to you about opening our gym. I can't believe it. And Gymshark asked Darian and I to do like a photo shoot for them, so we literally got to do that at our own gym. Do you know how satisfying that was? Like I could just take 30 minutes, set up my nice camera, get all the angles, and like it felt so good instead of like a crappy like scared of gym selfie. Like I'm very, very grateful that we're able to do this. And if it's something where even if there's like other content creators in the area, like literally I would love to open that up so that they can come in and film in a space where they can feel comfortable and confident in. Or even again, like there's just so many options and possibilities to do with this that I'm really looking forward to, and just however I can help the most. And I'm so grateful that my content, I can finally just produce helpful things for you guys. Like I just feel so guilty. I feel like I'm not living up to what I can do and my potential, and I just have felt so trapped and held back because I have all of these video ideas. I want to teach you how to get your first pull-up. I want to do all of these things, but it's hard because I can't film in the gym. So I just feel so trapped and stuck. And I'm like, well, what do I do? Lifestyle stuff? I'm not super into lifestyle and vlogging. Lifestyle stuff I love, and I want to include a little bit more of it, dabble here and there. But for the main purpose, like I want to show up for you, to be your trainer, to help you answer questions, to feel comfortable and confident in the gym. In your fitness journey, just feel comfortable and confident in your body. So now I feel like I'm finally going to be able to do that. And as soon as this equipment is in, I am hitting the ground running. Drop every single tip. Like I can go so in depth on squats. I can go so in depth on front squat, quads, hamstrings, glutes, like, and talk face to face with you, mic'd up, and not have to do like a voiceover. Like this is just gonna change the game, and I am so happy and excited about this. So thank you guys for being here. I cannot wait. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss another video, especially because we finally can have more content coming, which I'm so excited about. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, listen to podcasts every single Wednesday, train with me on my fitness app. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
I got your letter, guess this is better. You win sometimes, lose sometimes, no need to apologize.